All right. So it's not really a weekly review this time, but it is part of our team. We haven't had snow down here, so we took off for Crystal Mountain. And by the way, that's why our Digital Ad sponsors and you as our financial supporters and sponsors help us out. This is one of the big things that you guys do for us. Bittersweet, the kids have to buy their season passes there. We cover every lift ticket up north. We have great parents carpool the kids to get them where we need to go. Last week, we took 24 of our 31 kids north to Crystal Mountain. Now, here's how dedicated these kids are. We met at 6:15 in the morning on a Sunday morning, and then we headed north. We ate breakfast up in Cadillac. the kids, it's still dark when we're eating breakfast. We finished up breakfast, got to the parking lot at Crystal Mountain a little after 9 because the roads were a little slippery and we take our time because safety is number one. We hit the slopes. Our morning session really is drills. You can see there's some other people mixing in, but there's our kids here. They're just skiing by me doing short turns so we can see a little bit about pole planting. I think this is Braden. Good pole plants, good edge holding. We did that till about noon. Then we ate lunch. So they practiced from like 9:30 till noon. We ate lunch. Look at Gavin, man, that is a sweet hair. By the way, if you follow skiing, Glenn Plake, I got that right. Who's that guy with the big mohawk thing in Warren Miller films? It was in Michigan this week, and we didn't see him. But while we're eating lunch, had a little lunch break from about noon till about 1, and then after that we went out and we trained from 1 till 3. So these kids on the weekends are getting up super early, going 2.5 hours north, training 2 sessions, a morning and an afternoon. I might have used that clip before. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. If not, I guess we get to see it twice. And we did a variety of drills. We didn't have enough snow depth or a location to set gates, but we did do a lot of training. So here we're doing a 5 turns and a traverse drill. This is kind of a good warm-up drill. We do basically 5 slalom turns, then we kind of cut across the hill, do 5 slalom turns, cut back. Not really a slalom simulation, but it does work on the different turn radiuses that we have the kids working on. We saw a lot of great things while up here training. Our freshmen and our new skiers, because we have some girls that are juniors, some sophomores, they did a great job. We have a ton of freshman guys. I was really impressed with what we saw. We're in a really good place going into the season. Well, Mother Nature is still not cooperating down here in southern Michigan where we're at. I'm predicting Bittersweet might be open before Christmas, but most likely it'll be after Christmas. We'll have to wait and see. Our team is going back to Crystal Mountain this coming weekend, December 18th. I'll have less people because there's a lot of people have trips and holiday things, but if I've got 7 or 8 kids, we're going to go north and we're going to train. I do think they'll have a spot for us to run gates. We might be able to start some of our early slalom training with some of our new kids and then start tuning up our returning skiers so we're ready. When we have our first race on January, I think it's January 11th this year. That's kind of the plan. Like I say, over break, our normal schedule over break is we practice in the mornings. We do it optional. We don't have busing at that point. We usually go from 10 till noon at Bittersweet. Like right now, our plan is to go on December 19th, 20th, and 21st. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, going from 10 till noon. And there was Coach Rob going by. And then the week after Christmas, we'll go the 28th, 29th, and 30th from 10 till noon at Bittersweet in the mornings practicing there. And we hope that we have good snow conditions and we can get a lot done. If it turns out we do not have skiing at Bittersweet, we may try to sneak in another trip up north at some point and one of those weekdays during the week if I can get a training lane at either Crystal Mountain or at Shush, just so that we can get everybody out on snow at least another time before our season begins. As you're watching, you're seeing a lot of the same drills. We had so many kids. It's kind of a challenge to know who's who at this as coaches. And I was really lucky. Obviously, Coach Rob was there, myself, and then Coach Ryan Dean Was able to get the day off of work at Bill and Paul's, who most of our kids buy their skis and stuff there, which is awesome. And able to come out and help. So we each broke up into groups. During the morning session, I worked with the girls. Coach Rob worked with the new most of the new guys, and then Coach Dean took our returning guy skiers and worked with them. So we had a variety of kids doing different things. I think that's Charlie. Oh wait, I don't think that's Riddick. I think the red boots and that gray jacket. I think it was Riddick. Good move. Here we got Mr. Donnelly. Here comes Brennan. His brother Gavin, who races at CMU, one of our alumni, also came up and raced a little bit. There's Sean Rice doing the little, I think they're still doing the traverse drill. I didn't get any video of, we did some edge work where we would go forward, turn sideways, float the skis, go forward, turn the other way, float the skis. What we're trying to teach the kids is how to control the difference between the skis are on edge and when they're flat, so that they can have a better understanding of what that ski is doing underneath their feet, as we're racing. So I enjoyed the last few clips. And so in closing, I just want to wish everybody a happy holidays. We'll probably have one more video next week that kind of shows what we did up at Crystal Mountain on our second trip up there. And like I say, make sure that if you're traveling over the holidays, you have a great time. I want to thank everybody who's donated. You're what's making all this possible.